All right, welcome back to Gen X on GTA. So today we're going to run one of the Darnell Brothers missions. So they have a special going on for Black Friday, and what it is you're going to get $1.2 million for the fine art file. This is a really quick and simple mission to run. Consists of 3 different jobs, and then the fine art file itself. You can run these in any order. What I've elected to do was run the EPM charges first, but one of the great things about this job setup is that you can use your oppressor the entire time. So it makes things really quick to get in and out to where you want to go, fly in, take care of the job, fly back, drop off the goods, and it really only takes you about 20 minutes to do this. So first thing on the EPM job is you're going to go through and you're going to take out all these bad guys here. So what we're going to do next is we're just going to speed things up a little bit and kind of get through this so that you guys can get to the meat of the mission. Alright, so after you take out the last bad guy, what you're going to do is you're just going to shoot the bomb. The cargo tray is going to drop down and you're going to open it up, and inside are going to be your EPM charges. Go ahead and collect those. Go back out, jump on your oppressor, and zip back to the Darnell Brothers garment factory. Alright, so once you've done that, you're going to go ahead and complete this mission, and you're going to start the next one. The cool part about the Darnell Brothers job is you don't actually have to be sitting right at the computer to do this. So you can just take out your phone, call up the Darnell Brothers, and move right on to the next mission. So this one here, we started with the approach vehicles, and all we're going to do is, again, call up our oppressor. We're going to head on out to LSIA, and we're going to break into the hangar out there. So we're going to speed this video up a little bit just to kind of get you guys into the meat and potatoes of the video.
Exactly like that.
All right, so there's actually a back door. You don't have to go in the front entrance here. You can fly up to the top of the roof. Evidently, it's my first time flying on an oppressor, so just go over to these little back doors here on top of the LSIA, and you can go in there.
You're not authorized to be here. Now leave. Don't make me take you down, clown. Are you challenging my authority? Why did you do that? It's on now! Help! My buddy's been shot! Help! Listen, I'm not going out. Get it?
Alright, so once you get in the hangar, what you're looking for are these little blocks that have some arrows above them. They're basically the computer systems. You have to take those out. Obviously, there's a lot of bad guys in here trying to keep you from doing that, so go ahead and take out all the bad guys. But once you're done blowing up all the computers, then you can just go down and take your choice of helicopters. That's going to be your escape vehicle for the mission end. Alright, so I'm going to take out the last one right here. All you have to do is just shoot them once with any high-powered weapon. And then you can go down and take your choice of helicopters. There's the Buzzard, there's a whole bunch of different ones that you can choose from. I chose the Buzzard just because it's the one I'm most familiar with. It's the easiest to fly for me, so that's the one I took. Alright, once you got your buzzard, go ahead and head on back to the Darnell Brothers garment factory, and you're going to end up landing your chopper on top of a building right down from the arcade there. That's where they'll store it until they're ready to use. So just fly back there, land it safely, and you should be good to go. So something to point out on this mission is you actually have to stash the buzzard. I know that I landed right on top of it, but for some reason you actually have to push right on the D-pad to stash it. Why you have to do that, I'm not really sure. But I had to climb back into the buzzard here and actually stash it. Once you stash it, all you have to do is jump off the building and leave the area, and the mission should be completed. Alright, now that we have our approach vehicle work done, we can go ahead and sign back into our Darnell Brothers app and complete the last mission. This is the facial recognition mission. So all we have to do on this one is go over, kill a few bad guys, collect a drone out of the back of a trunk, and go do a facial rec scan on one of the targets and fly out of there, and that will wrap everything up for this mission.
However, she's not cooperating. We've sent the location of her group. They're like us, but shitty. Let's take their drone, and if it goes wrong, she takes the heat. Win-win.
You are dead.
Alright, now that we got the surveillance drone, we're going to have to take that drone and we have to go over and do a facial scan on one of the targets that they've identified. So basically you fly on over to the marked location on your map, and then you're going to get that drone out, fly the drone over, and you're going to do a facial scan on the target. So in order to find the guy that you're looking for, just go ahead and pull out your phone and look at your text messages from Jodi. You're looking for a guy in a red sweater. So he's usually in a couple of different places, but you just have to fly around the building and figure out where he's at. It's pretty easy to do.
Signals concentrated in one location. Could be some kind of event, a social gathering maybe. Scope it out. And if you find our guy, get close enough to get a clear scan of his face.
Alright, so once you get your drone out, we're going to go ahead and fast forward a little bit just to get through the flight so we can quickly identify the target. If you remember, we're looking for the guy in the red shirt. So he's over here on the back side of the building. So what you do is you just fly up close to him, and you can't really set any of the other guards off in motion, or you can't be detected. So just hit R1 on if you're on PlayStation, just press R1, and it'll start doing the scanning. Once you get the scan, all you have to do is exit and leave the area, and it's that simple.
Okay, the scan's coming through. Almost there. Got it. Now, get out of there before anyone sees you. I'll make sure we can spoof any facial rec with what we've got.
Okay, so now that we have all 3 objectives completed, we can go ahead and start the fine art final run. It'll go into a little intro screen for the Darnell brothers, but once you get through that, you're just going to jump on your oppressor and take that up and fly it around to where the buzzard's located. Okay, so now that we're starting the final mission, so you want to go on over, jump in your chopper, and head over to the Maze Bank West building. And this is the fun part. So this is where you're just going to land on top of the roof here. And you want to try to go in with that silent and sneaky type mentality. So go ahead and land. You're going to have 1 guard down there. All you have to do is just take a silenced weapon, jump down onto the roof here, and just take out that guard. Once you take the guard out, just go ahead and you want to break into the service room door. Quickly get through the circuit board maze, and once you do that, you'll go ahead and enter into the service room. Okay, so once you're in the service room, you're going to have 2 guards in here that you're going to have to take out. So again, with your silenced weapon, go ahead and take out guard 1 on this side, and then wait for that guard in the corner to walk all the way over to the other side. You can just walk over there. He's going to look straight ahead and take him out. After that, go ahead and plant your EPM charges on there, and you're going to have to plant 3 of them, and then go back into the hallway. You're going to run into 3 more guards. So you're going to run into 1 right here, and then there's 2 right below you, right where you're standing. So you have to go down a flight and then take both of these guards out. You're going to have to do them kind of quick. Obviously, you don't want to alert anybody. This helps you with your bonus if you can get in there and get out without being detected. So make sure that you headshot both of these. Then just walk up to the doorway, detonate your EMP, and then you're going to jump into the penthouse through the hatch here. Okay, so once you go through the hatch, in order to get your bonus, you can't alert these guards outside of the room. So you actually have to be inside the room before you start to shoot them. So if you shoot them from outside that room, you will not get your bonus. So make sure that you're inside the room. Go ahead and take out all these guards. And then what you're going to look for is that little table on the right over there. That's where the switch is going to be. So go ahead and trigger the switch, and that's going to open the door to the secret room.
You should have everything you need to get through the recognition systems.
All right, once you get into this point, so this is your standard fingerprint scanner challenge. It's the same one that's in the Cayo Perique. I'm sure that you've done it a dozen different times, so we're going to go ahead and fast forward through this. Again, just your standard fingerprint clone stuff. Easy to get through. Okay, something to note here. If you look at my health, I've only got half my health right here. I should have been getting snacks and making sure that the smoke that's about to come out from breaking from setting off the alarms doesn't kill me. If it does, it's not a huge ordeal, but the important thing is that you get all 3 of these and you get out of there in time.
You need to move fast. Looks like there was a pressure plate recent installment. It triggered some kind of anti-intruder measure. The elevator is on backup power, should still be running.
Now, it won't affect the extra bonus payout if you do die here. It's not a big deal. It just makes it a little faster if you do. So if you do happen to die, make sure that you go back and collect your bronze statue. right, then you get down to the basement where you have to escape from the garage. So again, keep an eye on your health here. Make sure that you take out all the bad guys. And then what you can do is just grab any vehicle. I grabbed the Banshee here. And then, you just have to make your way out to the drop-off location. This is where I kind of messed this one up a little bit. At this point, I probably should have just called up my oppressor, jumped on my oppressor, and taken off. But I didn't. So next time when you guys do this, make sure that you call up that oppressor, call up that buzzard, and then you'll be able to get out here to this location much, much quicker. And that's pretty much it. So real quick, 20 minutes worth of work, $1.2 million for the fine arts file. Even got the bonus award on there. And that should pretty much do it. So if you enjoyed this video and you found it helpful, give it a like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time on Gen X on GTA.